Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be sharing with you a beautiful tote bag project, and which is this one. And look at that, I'm so pleased with the way this turned out. This is the only new fabric I've used. The rest of the fabric I've used in this project is all recycled, and as you can see, the inside is lined and I have got a zip panel as well, so which turned out really well, and I'm just so pleased. And I've already got 3 or 4 people waiting for me to make this bag. I started this off as a Christmas present, but then it just looks like everybody wants one, and tote bag is so versatile in your wardrobe. Today we'll learn how to make the inside zip panel, because inside zip panel is something that you could use for any project. So I've just made a separate video for that. Tomorrow I'll be uploading the full project of this, so watch this space. Let's go right ahead and get started. When you want to insert a zip into a tote bag, the rule is simple. Usually we give about 2 inches gap on either side. Apart from that, we just close the rest of the gap. So why do we need 2 inches? For tote bags, later on you will see we're going to sew a rectangular base, which gives the base of the fabric. If I can show you from this one, exactly like this base. So this will be about between 3 and 4 inches wide. Because of that kind of structure we give, we need to leave about 2 inches on either side. This is inclusive of seam allowance. When you want to make a zip panel, whatever bag you're doing, just simply go and take a fabric that is 4 inches smaller. That is 2 inches here, 2 inches here, 4 inches in total. If you measure, this would be 4 inches smaller. 4 inches smaller than this fabric. Now this panel, this is a zip panel, about 16.5 inch, that is 4 inches smaller than my main panels. And this is about 6 inches is absolutely fine, 6 inches or 15 centimeters. But if you have a little bit more, then it would be better, because if you have a little excess, then you can always trim this off. So what I have done, I have folded the 2 corners about 1/2 inch on either side. I'm going to fold this into half and then cut in the center, and I'm going to fold each one of these panels into half again, and I'm going to do the same with this one. So there are my 4 little strips that we're going to sew the zip with. Okay, before we go ahead, you need to just go and sew the stitch like that. Just tack it with the machine stitch. So basically what you're doing is, this edge here is straight, so this needs to be straight. Okay, the zip always will be about a few inches longer than your strip. I normally buy just the 20 inch or 22 inch long length zips, so if I don't need it, then I can trim a little bit off at the end. Okay, this is an open end zip, just because I was buying it in a lot, so I just bought it so I could use it in both ways. But we don't need an open end zip, you can do it with a closed end zip as well. I'm just going to open the zip completely. So just take 1 strip, place it on top like that, and then go and sew. Once we have sewn that, I'm going to show you, then we're going to put it like this, place it there, and then sew on top of the same stitch again. So when we've done, the zip will be nesting underneath like that. So I'm going to show you step by step in a minute. Change your foot to zipper foot. Now align the edge of the fabric this way and this way as well. Place it underneath the foot. Now I'm going to place the second layer of my zip panel and align it, and then sew on top of the same stitch I have sewn before. Okay, we have sewn both the layers, and I just had an idea to make it even more neater. Unpicked a little bit at the starting point. So basically our zip is there. As you can see, this is the bottom layer, this is the top layer, And when I unpick this 1/2 inch seam allowance, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fold it over and then just catch it from the seam, just catch it from here to here. So you will see the difference, because what happens is this is going to give us even more neater finish. So let me just go ahead and do it and show you. Basically we turned over the edge, so when we open it like this, you can see you don't see the zip at all. So when we fold it and put a top stitch, you can't see anything from the allowance here, so it's even more neater finish. Okay, so here is the zip. That's the beginning of the zip and that is the end of the zip. We have finished this very neatly, so we're gonna turn this like that. You can go and iron this if you want to, but if you start pulling the zip and just make a score mark with your nails, then that should be perfectly fine. So now we're gonna go and stitch a top stitch from here, turn the corners, come all the way here and then turn around. So once we've done that, we're gonna repeat exactly the same on the other side of the zip as well. Okay, we're going to start at the beginning of the zip. Now you can see that because we turned the corners, nothing can be seen here. So we're just going to place it like that and start sewing an edge stitch. Drop the needle in, and then I still have my zipper foot on. Just hold this out like that. When you come to the end, drop the needle down and then just turn the corners and then stitch. Okay, now our zip panel is ready. As you can see that we have the complete panel. Now because I have used an open end zip, I can actually open it and close it. So it's not actually that long. If it was too long, then I probably would have cut it short and put a little panel here as a zip end, which I'm not going to do in this project. If you want to see, if you're using a closed end zip and want to see how to close this end, go back and watch the video link that I'm placing on the screen or on the description box below. And you can see how this could be done, and I'll put a separate video up for that one. Okay, so we need to go ahead and fix this into the lining. We fold this into half and just make a very tiny notch mark, otherwise this would eat into the seam allowance. We turn around and do the same on the other side. So now I've got the notch mark. What we're going to do, open the lining and the top inner panel. I'm going and placing I go and place my notch on top of only the top layer. So let me just push this away, and now I just have a single layer, and I place it like that, and then I bring my top panel and then match the notch again and place a pin. Okay, don't worry about these edges here. Just go and place your fabric the way you've pinned. Give about 1/2 inch seam allowance and then go and sew. I remove my pins and open the panel, and there you have it. The zip is now securely attached. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to fold it like that. Okay, we need to attach this side. We need to attach this side. So just to avoid the confusion, I'm just going to open the zip, and we have to attach this one to this one, right? So let me just completely remove the zip, go on to the other side, match my notches, and just make sure that the beginning of the zip is at the beginning of this side. So match my notches there and place it, and match my notches, and I place it like that and secure it with pins. Okay, now I go and sew this side, and that should secure my zip properly. And if you bring them closer, you will see if they're in the right position, aligned like this, then you won't make any mistake. Okay, so I'm not going to film this, I'm just going to go ahead and sew, come back and show you. Okay, now I have sewn both the sides of the zip. I'm just going to go and attach my open end zip. So there you have it. You've got really neat zip sewn into your tote bag, and this lining will go and insert it into your main bag. So whatever size of the lining is, whatever shape of the bag is, this is a technique you could use in any of the bags and have a really sewn in neat zip. So basically we would leave about 2 inches, so 2.5 inches from the top of your bag, and have this panel inserted into the lining, and there you have your zip panel inserted into a bag. Okay, so let's move on to the next step. I'm going to keep this one aside.